Well, nature is a word grouping. That is all it is. It is nothing more. You're not connected to it. You're not tied to it. You know, if you think so, it's just an emotional crutch that'll keep you away from God. Because the only important thing in life is God. And in the Old Testament, people said that people worship the creation and not the Creator. And that's what evolutionists do. They worship the creation and not the Creator. So the idea about nature, it is absolutely separate. There are palm trees, you know, in Miami. There are aspen trees in Colorado, and there is no relation. They were designed separate, and they're not going to see each other at a family gathering or anything. They are not cousins. You know, there's no relation. But it's hard for people to get this. You know, some people will say, "Oh, you don't believe in reality." I'm like, no, that's not it. I believe in trees. I believe in animals. I believe in each one of them. But one of the things that the Bible teaches is separation. You know, the Bible says that, talks about planting corn, and will it chance wheat? Of course, the answer is no. You can't plant corn and then one day get wheat. It's just, you know, because those two things are completely different, and they are coded in their DNA and in their information to be corn and wheat. There's no half corn, half wheat, or anything like that. It's just solid. And you know, the same thing with chimps and humans. They're completely different. As a matter of fact, let me draw some clusters. There are cell clusters at the beginning stages of life. And they number these clusters. Like, you know, from when they divide. Because you start out with one. You know, when you're first conceived, you start out as one cell, and then it divides to 2. And then 2 becomes 4, 8, and then it gets to 16. Well, when it's 16, when it's just a big cluster of 16 cells, they number these. That might be 16, that might be 8, 3, 6, 5, 4, 2. Let's just say that. Now, this one would be chimp, and this one would be human. They found out that when they divide, that certain systems are completely different in humans and chimpanzees. And this is called cell delegation. I hope I'm not talking over your all's head and y'all understand what I'm saying, because sometimes I do. I've been studying this for a long time. Cell delegation, and the idea is that you have these different systems in your body. You have a skeletal system, you have a circulatory system, you know, all these different systems. And so they did some checking in human and DNA, or human and chimp DNA, and they found out that the skeletal system might be 16 in the chimpanzee, and it might be 3 in the human. So the entire skeletal system isn't even the same. And neither is any of the other numbers. So this shows, without a doubt, that there's no relation, that, you know, one did not come from the other, as these evolutionists want to believe. Ultimately, what biological evolution, it's like alchemy. It's like alchemy applied to biology. It's like witchcraft or magic applied to biology. In witchcraft, there's a group of witchcraft that's called transmutation. And it's the idea that you can transmutate into something else. You know, you can become something else, and your body will change. But it's the same thing in evolution, the idea